Let's see what will happen and who will be the victor in 48 laps time then. The longest race ever in Gran Turismo World Series history is underway as Cho leads the field down towards the first corner for Mercedes, followed by the soft-shod BMW. Then comes Volkswagen, then comes Chevrolet as they head down towards the first corner. Of course, a rolling start spreads the field out a little bit, and we won't see the moves being made until a little bit later on in the lap. But of course, the difference in tyres, for example, for BMW and for Chevrolet, will allow them to make moves, and Chevrolet are doing just that. Up the inside, through into third place on Volkswagen, and look at BMW as well, all over the rear wing of Mercedes here in the first sector. Here comes Subaru, sending it down the inside into the hairpin. Side by side they run. Nice, decisive, clean move there. Volkswagen trying in vain to defend the overtake, but not quite able to do. Kylian Drummond is through into fourth place. Nice overtake there. On board we ride as we come down the start-finish straight. This is a very close opportunity here for Adriano Carrazza, who pulls out of the slipstream as they go side by side down the start-finish straight, and Carrazza goes through. Chevrolet into the race lead, so nice move there from Chevy. Hit the front for the first time in this race. Now the question is, how quickly can they pull out that gap? This is the move between Subaru and Mercedes-Benz. So it's down the inside into the chicane. There was an opportunity there that presented itself. A late old send for Subaru, and they moved their way up through into third place. So nicely done.
That's what it had to be. It had to be a big send, and we were delivered. Kylian, mate, I now owe you a beer after. That was awesome. I love watching that. Look at the tyres on the Subaru. Look at the tyres. Like, compared to other medium runners, they've got massive chunks over everybody else. That car is dangerous if you are its opposition. And as you say, Tom, yeah, a second quicker than the BMW last lap. That is, it's visibly closer now. It's getting closer towards us a bit on board. I would love to see in a couple of laps' time. I reckon it's possible. I reckon this Subaru might actually get the BMW for the end of its stint. You can see they're killing a bit of a smile on his face there. Look how close now Kylian Drummond is to the back of Team BMW. I think Drummond might be having a lunge here if he's close enough. The problem is, of course, that Subaru doesn't quite have straight speed. BMW opted to pit, had enough of that soft compounder tyre, getting off it as soon as they can. So BMW pitting, also Chevrolet pitting as well. From what I can see on our screens at the moment, Subaru staying out and they take the lead.
The leaders now into the pits for the first time, so Drummond getting off of the mediums onto the hards for the middle stint. Crucially, Danny Solis getting behind the wheel too.
I want to just congratulate Kylian Drummond. It was a fantastic stint there. So fantastic, in fact, that his lap before he's in that was still quicker than the Chevrolet on the same tyres that were, 17 laps newer. That's ridiculous pace. So really good stint for him. Now it's up to Danny Solis.
Difference in strategies here between Porsche and Subaru as well. A medium to hards there for Subaru, medium to softs here for Porsche. I know that they were separated by quite a lot, but I'm interested to see what that's going to mean for Porsche if they emerge in a bit of clear air. What about Subaru then? So Corvette then going through, Subaru emerging in third place, and Team Toyota really close on the back of them as well. Nikita Moisov sniffs an opportunity here as they come down into the left-hander. Of course, cold tyres for Danny Solis. Toyota going through up the inside into third place.
We now come round the left-hander, coming into the last part of the circuit now. If you're new to this version of Trial Mountain, a penalty there for Nissan in front, a cut and track penalty. That will make Igor's job a little bit easier. Big lunge in front of him. Volkswagen made a mistake, come back onto the course. Contact there with Igor Fraga. I'm not quite sure what happened. VW just looped it on the way into the corner. Might have caught the curb on the inside of it and spun the car around, lifted it, but Fraga nowhere to go there. And so, ditto with Nissan in front, but if anything, that's actually helped Fraga's charge. He's taken 2 places in a corner and a straight, so got to take the rough with the smooth, I guess.
Here come Mazda as well as they run really close to one another. Mazda trying for the outside line into the mountain section of this circuit, but certainly looking a little bit quicker. I wonder whether the cage has been a bit rattled with that penalty here for Volson there as well. And you can see Mazda trying to mount this attack, and Volkswagen trying to come and follow them through as well. Covering the inside line, go Nissan then here. Mazda know that they go for the outside line, and now it is a drag down the straight as Nissan pulls towards the inside, trying to use that straight line speed. We're going to go 3 wide down this straight, I'm pretty much sure, because Mazda have got great straight line speed, but it doesn't look like that Volkswagen has got the legs as they come in towards the left-hander. So Nissan there go for the inside line. They're just able to hold firm, or are they? Because Mazda trying to go around the outside, and they do! What a move from Mazda! and Volkswagen trying to follow them past as well as they come through into the final sector of the lap. This is a great scrap for 6th place here.
Igor Fraga goes in pursuit of Subaru. Now, he's going to have to come in on lap 34. He's going to have to pit there because the 14-lap minimum on that last compounder tyre, that's when he's going to have to come in. So, Igor has 6 laps left on this compounder tyre to do as much work as possible. Right now, he's putting in a monster stint, really showing just why he had the skill to become the 2018 Nations Cup champion.
I'll tell you what it's like watching Igor Fraga. It's like watching a woodworker. Because they always make it look so easy, and Igor just makes it look so effortless when he's driving. And look at how, I know there's a tyre difference, of course, between Subaru and Toyota, but look at how much he's able to close, and the exit he gets out of that corner as he goes through into 2nd place for Toyota is just phenomenal. So great stuff from Fraga. Toyota now into 2nd. Finally, a bit of clear air for them as well. Doesn't have to weave his way through the traffic. He can just start about setting his own pace and focusing on his own race here.
Daniel's doing all right. All he's got to do is keep this car on the black stuff, make it as wide as possible, and just make sure that there's not a chance for while they're behind to get by. Great views here back from Subaru. See Solis goes defensive straight away, hugs that inside line. He's going to make Beauvoir work for this, go around the long way around, but then pulls back to the racing line. Curious, I don't understand that. You either defend it or you don't. Maybe he wanted just to try and mess it up a little bit. Maybe he had Kylian Drumont get on the radio and say, mate, don't bother.
He's trying to go the long way around the outside. I reckon he's trying to do the under and over into there, wasn't he? But I don't know if it's going to pay off. Let's see as he comes onto the corner exit, pulls alongside momentarily. Yeah, but Beauvoir was able to just hold track position there in 2nd place. The problem is the Achilles heel of the Subaru is and always has been straight line speed.
I think what happened there, mate, is Kylian got on the radio and went, don't bother, I'll catch him.
Subaru come into the pits at the end of lap 31 onto the soft tyres.
Now onto that soft compounder tyre, and he is going to fly. Any fuel going in? No way. Back out the pit lane, and now we're going to see Kylian Drumont absolutely drive the wheels off this Subaru. Subaru now up into P6 and already onto the back of Chevrolet. Bear in mind, these are the guys they were fighting with at the start of the race. This is kind of coming back now to an overall, once everything's said and done in terms of pit stops, a fight already round the outside there. So much more grip on that soft compounder tyre. Can he go around the outside? No, he's forced out wide there. Chevrolet closing the gap, and now it's going to be a fight down the straight. Look at this Corvette in the straight line. No chance for Subaru, but I bet all my money that we're going to see an absolute lunge here coming down into the left-hander. Kylian Drumont now closing into the back of the Corvette, the American manufacturer. Can't really do much about it. There goes Drumont up the inside, late on the brakes. Move is made before the apex, up into 5th place, and now we're going to see him charge after Volkswagen.
Well, it's a blooming good thing that nobody took you off on the brakes.
I am so glad.
Toyota and Mercedes into the pits. Medium tyres for Toyota, soft for Mercedes then. Not too bad on fuel, not really much of a concern at the moment. So Fraga out of the car, into the car is Ryota Kokubun then. Into the pits also comes Volkswagen as well. So this is where the race is beginning to change its complexion, and this is where we're going to see the strategies beginning to play out, and it's going to be a sprint to the finish. This is almost like a separate third race, and now it's going to be soft tyres versus the slower compounds, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens between these drivers and these manufacturers.
We have a battle for the lead now between Toyota and Subaru. Kylian Drumont has already pulled onto the back of Toyota using the speed of that Subaru through the corners. He does have a tyre advantage too, but I don't think he's got enough, even in the slipstream amount Toyota's pulling away down the straight there.
Yeah, really quick is that Supra, but I wonder what the difference in corner grip is going to be like, especially into this technical last sector of the lap here. So on board we ride here with Kylian Drumont, who did brilliant things behind the wheel of that Subaru in his first stint. He has got the quickest compound of tyre, he has got the grip underneath him, he is right now on the back of Kokubun as he tries to look down the inside into the left-hander. This is for the race lead in the Manufacturers' Cup, and Subaru go through on lap 35. It's Subaru and Kylian Drumont who lead now from Team Toyota. Brilliant move.
Now we go back to Toyota. Kokubun, there's a bit of damage limitation for him now, really, on that medium compounder tyre. I think that this could be an easy third for Toyota, but he's definitely going to fight for that second.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to be the case earlier on in this race. They've had good pace of Toyota, brilliant middle stint from Igor Fraga, but once it's all worked out with the difference in tyre compounds and, of course, the difference in pace as a result of that, it's kind of put them a little bit on the back foot there, really. Nothing they could do. They were out of place at the start of this one after not qualifying so well. And now it is Mercedes who sit right on the back. Lucas Benelli behind the wheel, the Brazilian driver. You know, he's not afraid of making a move. He's got the advantage of the slipstream, and that AMG is very handy in a straight line as well as we come through the tunnel, shifting up into 6th gear in the slipstream as he's going to pull towards the inside and send it through into second. It's Mercedes versus Toyota, or does he? No, he thinks about it, but he's just trying to wait for the mistake to come from Kokkerman there on the exit of the corner. They run side by side. Kokkerman's got the inside line for Toyota. Mercedes just having to wait there for Lucas Benelli, but you guarantee that in the final sector of this lap is where we're going to see the move being made. It's exactly what it was for the race lead last time around. It's Mercedes up the inside of Toyota, and they go through into second place. This is going to be really important here for Giorgio Mangano. He needs to get a strong exit coming through there. He's right on the rear wing now of the Toyota of Ryota Kokkerman, then through into the left-hander. This is where he needs to get the drive with that Mazda RX Vision Gran Turismo Group 3 machine. He's right in the slipstream range now. It's Toyota versus Mazda for the final podium positions here in the Manufacturers' Cup, and the Toyota's got good straight line speed. Mangano, though, you know if half an opportunity exists, he's going to go for it as they come down into the hairpin bend. Kokkerman goes defensive. Mangano trying, but not close enough to strike into that hairpin bend. It's going to come down to the final sector, and I wonder if Kokkerman might just have enough space in his pocket to try and hold on to this podium position for Toyota against all of the odds. This is a brilliant end to the race here as we come into the final series of corners. Subaru are a few seconds up the road. They're ready to come across the timing line, and here they are. Subaru win the grand final in the Manufacturers' Cup Showdown here in Salzburg. Mercedes AMG come home in second place, and Team Toyota are going to hold on ahead of Mazda for the final podium positions. It's Toyota and Kokkerman who claim third place ahead of Mangano and Mazda in P4. What an end to this race. What drama, what tension to the checkered flag. What a drive from everybody, all of our competitors here. What a phenomenal finish, and delight for Subaru as well. They are on the top step once again here in the GT World Series.